Doon 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 peak fiction. Doon 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 doon. Y'all thought, even though we were doing it pre-recorded, there wouldn't be the drums of peak fiction? Are you kidding me? Listen, man, I have to apologize. We have done live streams for every single chapter since chapter 1041. And I wanted to keep that tradition going, man. You know, I really enjoy doing the live streams, especially the live discussions afterwards. But I don't know when my internet's gonna stabilize again. You know what I'm saying? It's been a couple days. It's been really, really bad, dude. Really, really bad. And so I was like, you know what, man? I'm fiending so much for the LBAF greatness right now. I don't know if I can go another day. You know, I went Friday without it. Then yesterday I was like, oh man, dude. But today, I was just like, man, I gotta read it. I gotta read it. And so I went out, downloaded the chapter, came back on the Shonen Jump app. Oh man, dude, I'm sorry, y'all. We will return back to scheduled programming hopefully as soon as possible with the internet fully stabilized and we can do our thing. Y'all know we've been having internet issues all year, from 480p to 360p, some streams even in 120, 240p, you know what I'm saying? It's been really bad, but this week in particular has been absolutely horrible, like really, 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 really bad. And so, I mean, internet going in and out, can't even watch my NBA games. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It does. But we get through it. Got to get over the obstacles. And I had to make a selfish move. I had to make an executive decision because I was going to put out a poll and ask everyone like, yo, would you prefer to have this week's reaction done live at a later point? Maybe a double with next week's chapter? Or would you prefer if we were to do a pre-recorded? But I had to make an executive decision because you know what, man? I've been fiending, brother. You know what I'm saying? I need another chapter of the greatness. And y'all will understand why I need another chapter of the greatness in a couple of weeks when y'all see what I've been working on. Yo, I've been fiending for this greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? So I needed the next chapter. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today for the first time. It's been a couple years since we've done a pre-recorded reaction. I used to do these all the time. I've been doing these. The pre-recorded ones longer than the live streams, but now we've gotten so used to the live streams. And like I said, I enjoy the live streams so much. It's going to be a much different pace. Same old reading style because that's just the way that I read, especially this series. But I was like, man, it's unfortunate. We won't be able to have the post discussion, but the reading itself should be the same for anyone who's coming here for the first time in a while. But ladies and gentlemen, no title poll this week, so I'm reading the title, and I know what's holding me back. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the chains on, and ain't no one holding me back, and so we're reading the title. Let's see. Hopefully, you know, it ain't that bad. But we are going to read the title today. Because we are here today to read the latest installment in that big E greatness, man. In the LBAF awesome sauce, we are deep into the Egghead anime. Did that new episode drop out today? Or was it a special? I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But I think there's a new episode out today. And if so, I'll be able to have the double of chapter and episode. Well, I won't be able to watch the episode. It's not going to let me stream it. Well, I guess I'll find out. I'm about to say, yeah, it's definitely not going to let me. Unless, you know what, I could. I would just need to do what I've been doing for some other things, which is just connect the hotspot to the thing, I suppose. Regardless, we'll figure it out. But as far as this installment goes, we're here today to read what is nearly the best-selling comic of all time. As always, the best-selling manga in history. I know I can't wait to see what's about to go down. I know you must be like, finally this dude is here after not being here for a couple of days. But we are both here right now to read the greatness, the awesome sauce, the one and the only. What? go, y'all. I'm ready, man. And like I said, it feels weird, bro, because the desire within me to look over, to ask, is my mic working? You know what I'm saying? I have been streaming these chapters for quite some time, man. So let's go. Chapter 1148. Chapter 1148 titled Ronja. Ronja? Ronja? I'm gonna assume it's Ronja. Ronja. I have no idea what that even remotely implies. Ronja. Ronja. Have I heard this before? We have Yamato with the hat. Ulti. Yo, Ulti looks fire with the black coat on. It reminds me of whenever you put an alternate outfit on a character in a JRPG. So she's got like the DLC outfit on that you get to put on some of the characters. You got the Ulti DLC outfit. You've got Pei on the left. My boy Raizo, man. Speed. Tama. Let's go. Let me go, yo. We're building our alliance, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna need all these individuals when the time comes here in the end game, as shown in the mural. As shown in the mural. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 33. Onward to Hakumai to deliver an Amigasa hat from Otama to Kawamatsu. Oh, we're gonna see Kawamatsu again. Let's flip and go, man. Y'all know how much, dude. Off of concept alone, I love Kawamatsu. So super excited to see him in the cover page. Oh yeah, there's no author message because I'm reading it on Viz. So we're getting right into the chapter then. Oh man, dude, y'all have no idea how much I've been fiending for this, dude. Like, not only was the cliffhanger like super dope, obviously the potential possibilities of the cliffhanger, but like I said, it's because of what I've been working on, man, and it's got me in a massive mood, even more than usual. I'm always in a mood for this series, but especially with what I'm preparing, right? It's like, oh man, dude. Feels so weird reading this on my own again, even though I used to do this so often. My legs are moving on their own. Ronja. Ronja was the name of one of the children. Goes to show how locked in I am to the names of the children, where I completely forgot one of their names. Where are you going? You're gonna fall. Ronja. What's going on? It's weird. Oh, the one with the teeth. Well, I guess they all have teeth, but the one with the with the SpongeBob teeth. What's going on? It's weird, huh? But I'm fine, Yulva, don't worry. I'll be just fine, I know it. It's no big deal. And she appears to be walking on top of one of Gunko's arrows. Don't tell me that those arrows are the ones that are gonna take her over to the Holy Land. No biggie. And yeah, she is walking on one of Gunko's arrows. Ronja! Man, that is a terrifying sight. That's like whenever you're about to jump off of the little thingy whenever you go into a swimming pool and you're about to jump. Why is the name escaping right now? So whenever you're about to jump off that thing to dive into a pool, it's that, except you're about to pull a Kaido, bro, and jump off of a sky island. Right, considering the how massive Elbaf is, jumping off of this would be the equivalent of jumping off of something like a sky island, right? And especially for someone as small as a child. So you would springboard off of this thing. That's quite a dive, man. That's quite a dive. And so, balancing right here at the edge of the arrow, huffs and puffs. Obviously terrified, we see Gunko. Come back, Ronja. The first one is all set up to plummet, Summers. To plummet. To plummet. It's the underworld down there. Where Loki and them are? Good, patch it in so that all of Elbaf can hear the little twerp's voice. I can't blame her for being terrified, man. I'm terrified just looking at her. Now, if we don't hear your decision within 30 seconds, the first one of your kids gets pushed off. Beard Hill Jarl. You need to give the orders to your school teacher. Tell her to light the school and library on fire. I want y'all to put this into perspective. Think about your most prized possessions. whatever that may be. It could be something you're working on, a collection you have, your house, your room, whatever it may be. Summers is presenting either we destroy your most valuable possessions, the thing that you value most, which is in this case, carrying on this information for the generations to follow, right? With something like the library, with something like the school, these things that are being put there in place in order to educate the up and coming next generation, and maybe even the futures beyond that, right? And so all these things are the value, the thing that is most important here to the individuals in Elbaf and the next generation that follows, right? For them and the next generation that is going to carry on their legacies. Passing on that DNA, the memes, as Hideo Kojima would say. You're asking them to either A, delete all of that, burn all of that, or save the kid. And either way, there is no guarantee the kid gets saved. So you very well just might burn the entire thing down, and they might send the kid plummeting anyway. Me in that situation, I'm of course going, especially if the kid is my kid, I'm going for the kid, even if it wasn't my kid. It would hurt because my most valuable possessions, I'm thinking about, like my writing, someone's about to delete my YouTube channel again, the collection I have back, so many different things, right? But that's the life of a human being. And so it would hurt. I would ultimately make the decision to save the individual's life. But man, to go over and have to burn the things that I've been working on for years, for decades, yo man, that would hurt. That's a dilemma. That is a dilemma. And Elder Jarl is now placed in a situation. It's so cruel. Chief Jarl, and obviously Chief Jarl is the teacher or the leader. So what the leader says, everyone else is going to have to follow those orders. Chief Jarl, that library holds the words of people across thousands of years of history. Like, bro, imagine potentially having to burn down the words, the legacies of things way bro, these are the sacred texts. Going into another example, this is like going into a religious establishment and asking them either you save some members of your congregation or burn all of the sacred texts that you have back there. And we're talking, let's just say if religious texts weren't so easily accessible, right? And they were only accessible in one particular location that you could go to. Burning all of that, man. That is what they have here as well because of the Harley texts and stuff. So just imagine that. That propels it to an even a different level. Library holds the words of people across thousands of years of history. What do you mean? Obviously, lives come first, without question. Without question. But it's still going to be the words of the past, the legacies of the past, right? No, it's frozen. Go to the next screen. The conditions ain't the real issue. This is a massive turning point for Elbaf. Will we bend the knee to them or not? You want to let our children die just to prove a point? It's like, you understand. And this is often where miscommunication and wars happen, is civil wars, I should say. Happens is in situations like this. Isn't there anyone else around there? You have to stop this preposterous game. You stay here, Chopper. Robin. What? We shouldn't fight without knowing for certain what their powers can do. But what are you gonna... I can't hold back the emotions that are running through me. Robin, get out there and smack one of them. You're gonna kill the Turin? Are you literally insane? Even the worst, most vicious criminals across the world will take children hostage. Gee, ha ha ha. Did I ask for the opinions of insects? Why you? I'll go too, Frankie. Ripley's believe it or not. Thanks, you'll be a big help. We'll join the fight as well, split into two groups. One to fight the monsters and one to save the children. Take up your weapons. Hurry to branch Route 8. Get in your ships. Oh, they're setting sail, baby. Let's go. To branch 8. To branch 8. Also, if you do choose to burn the school and library, you are forbidden from removing a single book from them. Look at that. You see, what we want to burn down is your culture and your history. That is directly going against everything that Robin believes in both aspects. Both aspects. Putting children's lives at stake, and then offering as a dilemma here, the other side of that contract being, or we burn all of your culture and history. You know what that is, bro? It's like we all know the decision that we would make. We would have to come to the conclusion that we are the culture, that within our veins is the history. So that we may go out and save the lives of those children, which we would do without question. At least I would do without question. But I'm thinking about what my family would do, right? In the situation, 100% going to save the kids. To delete everything that makes our family our family. The photographs, the writings, the thing that has made us us is really gonna force us as individuals to carry all of those things within ourselves. And so this makes me go back to the beginning of Elbath, when we were talking about the generational disputes and what makes the old generation versus what makes the new generation. And the focus in the Harley text, the focus on interpretation, and so many different things. Now at the behest of potentially burning down everything. And the thing is, now that we've already seen the mural, they very well could burn it down. And I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about them. The Holy Knights. And so, a terrifying situation. But then Summers comes in and says, is your culture and your history. We cut over. Robin says, Cienfleur, Robin, get up in there, dog. Cienfleur, Straspedia, goes in and smacks the flag darts out of Summers, as she should. Robin greatness, let's go. The moment you said culture and history, Robin was like, to the flag darts with that. To the flag darts. Face palm to the face. Palo! Like, you know, remember the old V8 commercials? Bah! You need a V8? Robin's like, yo, you need a V8, son. Robin! Oof. Oh, Robin's all right. Be careful, we still don't know what makes them tick. Yes, I'm aware of that. Let's flipping go, Robin. Chopper is still hidden in there. Quattro mano. Feels so good to see Robin in action again. I know you. You're Nico. Clutch! Sends him back. Summers is like, whoa. This is the individual whom the WG have been going after ever since she was a child. Someone who can read the sacred texts, the things that are a direct a danger to all of us in our existence. Nico Rock. Clutch. And I love the sound when the anime does it. Clutch. Robin goes in and delivers it. Yes, Robin! Nami and Usopp are like, yeah! Let's go. I heard cracking. They're immortal. You can't beat them. That's right. We saw what happened whenever Gunko was able to regenerate. Can you hear me, Elbath? And he puts himself back together. You've got 20 seconds until the kid falls. 20 seconds. He's a zombie too. Huh? Robin goes in. Robin jumps on him. Hey, what is this all about? And they go flying. Did Robin just take him to fly off? Or am I tripping? They go flying off. Are you in love with me or something? Of course he would think that. Dude, they actually jumped off. So Summers is falling down. Robin with him. What, you jumped off? You got a death wish. I'm down for love, but not a lover's leap. Robin, what are you doing? Is she going down with him? I'm well aware that you're immortal and have thorn-based powers. But as long as I remove those invisible thorns, we can save the children. Shut up, Robin, bro. Putting the other individuals, the kids that are there, before her own life. Something that we know the Straw Hats would do. But to see it in action here, to fly off willingly, this ginormous part of Elbaf, with no regard for one's own life. What a hero. What a hero. Let's flipping go, Robin. I'm well aware that you're immortal and have thorn-based powers. But as long as I remove those invisible thorns, we can save the children. Oh yeah? So you deduce that knocking me down below will put the kids outside the range of my powers. You're a clever woman. Did he just hit Robin? Oh heck no, now we gotta see me. Oh, now he's gotta see me. Summers, I thought you were cool when they introduced you, but now you gotta see me. You don't hurt Robin. She gets hurt back. Or at least her head does. Ah! Did she just get stabbed? Oh, she turned herself into flowers. Oh, man. Oh my god, bro. My heart skipped like 15 beats, right? I forgot the series I was reading. She gets stabbed. Then turns into flowers. She disappeared. That conniving vixen set me up. Robin, that was so cool. You were amazing. And of course, she pops back up. Yo, Robin even fooled me. Robin even fooled me, son. Even the knife can't cut through this. So we can't undo these without deactivating that woman's powers. 10 seconds left. His voice. Time to speak up, Yorl. Oh, he's holding himself up by the same thorns. He went up and did like a stone free. Like how Jolene went, stone free, and is holding up to, well, I would never compare Jolene Cujo to this Flagnard, but this Flagnard instead of stone free. Time to speak up, Jarl. Make sure he hears the kid's voice, Gunko. Say something. Chief Jarl, what I want to say is, Ronja, I love the school. It's where my friends are. I love the school, and it's where my friends are. Run, that's my daughter Ronja, the elder. I love the library too. We're coming to save you. The books tell you all about places all around the world. The teachers at school taught me this lesson. Getting chills, bro. Nami. Mother Nami. You mustn't cause trouble for other people. You mustn't do things and make them upset. If we lose the school and the library in order to stop me from falling off the branch, that would really make that would be really sad and make everyone upset. She's thinking about others. She's saying, screw what I'm going through. I want to prioritize the future and the place that my friends live, that the people that I love live. And this is a kid saying this, bro. So I think I should fall instead. Don't worry, Chief Jarl, I'll be all right. I'm a lucky girl. I bet everything will turn out fine. The tears are falling down because she's scared, bro. She's just a kid. No, bro. And they were trying to tell me that the next generation doesn't have the will of the warrior, doesn't have the Elbaf warrior spirit. If this doesn't show you the connection between the next generation and the old generation, I don't know what will to the old generation. They've tried to make it so clear throughout the entirety of Elbaf so far, the gap between the two generations, and how the next generation are taking a more pacifist approach that do not want to battle the same way the old warriors did. But this right here is showcasing that even through those routes, even through what the next generation has learned, they still have that warrior mentality. They still have that putting themselves putting others before themselves in situations like this. the true spirit of the warrior, the true spirit of those of Elbaf that Usopp and Luffy look up to, that those from around the world who looked up to the warriors of Elbaf do, man. That's what it means to be a true warrior of Elbaf right here. That is what Ronja is. Oh, this is flipping beautiful, man. It's showcasing that even without battle, in the midst of a moment like this, you can have a really powerful thing to not only rile up the individuals around you, but to showcase that you truly are someone that has that warrior spirit and mentality. It doesn't have to be in the heart of combat. It can be in everyday life when we're challenged with obstacles that will always present themselves. And obviously, Gunko holding you as on top of an arrow, balancing you on an arrow over thousands upon thousands of feet between you and plummeting down to the floor is not an everyday obstacle, but it is a metaphor and representation of that. And I think that is so incredibly beautiful. So for Ronja to come in here and say, yo, I prioritize those that I love. Elder Jarl, I know you're listening to me, and because of that, I want to stay strong. I'm scared for my life. Of course I am. And she's trying not to sound scared. She's trying to make sure that the kids, her parents, and everyone else that's in Elbaf understands this for the betterment of the future. To not worry about her. She'll get through it just fine. She's a lucky girl, man. Things will work out. Do you know how flipping beautiful that is, dude? Summer says 2. The Elbaf warriors. 1. Angie. Set fire to the school. I can't blame the elder girl. I would say the same thing. I would say screw it. Especially after hearing that. Nah, man. Nah. I'd be like, yo, set fire to it all. And what's really gonna suck is if these flagnards still, even with the fires, send her plummeting, man. Set fire to the school. Chief Jarl. Burn down the library. And you see the owl up there? Yes, sir. Oh, man. Robin, looking over at Saul. She's in tears. Gee, I like that look on you, Nico Robin. No, don't you dare. And now he wraps up Robin in thorns. Run, Robin, do something. Mother of Flagnards. His arm slices off? Is it Gaban? Did Gaban make his way? His arm slices off. What? It's not coming back. He's not regenerating. It's been a while, eh? Scopper. Let's go. He goes in, slices the flagnards out of him. Look at him, and he's mad, son. You chose the wrong individuals to mess with. He comes in with the axe in hand. He's mad, son. Blood spurts. Scopper flipping Gaban, as we saw at the end of last chapter. Oh, man. And that's the end of the chapter. Dang, dude. Yo. Let me tell you something. Powerful chapter. Very powerful chapter, man. So Scopper Gaban finally makes his way here. We now know that we have a way for them to no longer regenerate. I wonder what that is. Scopper Gaban obviously knows, because he cut off his hand to prove that it could no longer regenerate. So therefore, now we're going to have to learn whatever this is from Scopper Gaban. So I'm assuming after this takes place, whether it's the arc in and of itself or within the arc, they're going to learn whatever it is that will cease the individuals from the Holy Knights from regenerating. So that is going to be a huge asset for us the next time we come across not just more Holy Knights, but the Gorosei. Because that was the main reason why we were not going to survive Egghead. We were laying the smack. My boy Luffy was turning people into pizzas. You know what I'm saying? They just could regenerate. And that was the problem. And so when we get back to them now, And we come in there with the training of Scopper Gaban, and we're just learning it from Scopper Gaban of how to deal with these individuals who can regenerate and how to stop them. Oh, we're gonna be unstoppable, baby. Oh man, we're gonna be like that Mantis ult in Marvel Rivals. We're unbeatable! You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's gonna be beautiful, man. I can't wait for that. But dude, Ronja with one of the best moments in Elbaf so far, period. This was exceptional. Robin comes in after, and first and foremost, the dilemma here, insane stuff, having to choose between something that represents your culture, not just your current culture, but the future, right? The individuals, your ancestors entrusted this to you so that you could continue to teach this to future generations, right? So you would feel like you're letting your ancestors down. Then if you're truly heavily invested into like the Harley texts and stuff, looking at them from like a religious standpoint, it's like then you feel like you're going against the things that you believe in. And so all of that just to save an individual that you truly love and care about every single day. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, or I should say 9 out of 10 people, because I can't account for everyone. But knowing for, at the very least, the individuals in my inner circle and those believing what I think I know about these people, especially myself, I'm going to save Ronja, no matter what. No matter what, man. If it's material stuff versus a human life, I'm going for the human life. But the dilemma that they're placing here, the idea of it, how much it hurts on the inside, that is what makes these Flagnards truly great villains. Just presenting that situation, just having that conflict, because they know what they're going to choose. But to make them, the Holy Knights themselves could go over and just burn the whole thing down after taking them all out. But no, that would not satisfy them. They want to see these Flagnards squirm. They want to see the people of Elbaf squirm. So what did they do? They put them in a dilemma where they have to do it themselves. The child's life or your culture and history. You make the decision. We're going to keep counting down regardless of whether you pick or not. And he was about to set the flipping school on fire before Scopper Gaban showed up, man. Shout out to Elder Jarl for making that proclamation. Especially after what he heard, man. So immediately following that, we cut over Robin, who has an exceptional moment here. Goes in, starts boxing Summers, sends him flying off. In a really cool sequence. Always great to see Robin fighting in combat. Outsmarted me. Ends up, then of course, he pops back up. But then Rona just starts delivering her speech, man. And what a beautiful, beautiful speech it is. And like I said, it connects into what we were talking about earlier in the arc. About what does it truly mean to be of that old warrior spirit, right? Because it's not just something about being them in battle. It's not about being him in battle. There's more to the warrior spirit of Elbaf than that. There's more to the mentality of the individuals in Elbaf and the giants of both the past and the present. There's more to it than that, right? And so to have a child here who is truly representing the thing that Usopp and Luffy looked up to most when it came to Dory and Brogy here is so incredibly beautiful that it moves the Elder and the rest to tears. I'm like, how in the flying flutters could we not choose this individual? Look at what she's doing. She's selfless, terrified out of her mind, crying while delivering this speech. But by the sweet mother of Flagnards, she was going to put the other lives before her own. Be like, no, that's the code. That's our culture. That's our history. You can't possibly do that to them. Not to the place where my friends are. And I love my school. I love the library. I love my friends. If it's to save all of them, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Do you know how powerful that is, dude? That is the spirit of Elbaf, man. Oh, what a great scene, dude. Seriously. Fantastic scene, man. I bet everything will turn out fine. I'm a lucky girl. And Summers, the flipping Flagnard, just counts down 2, 1. Elder Jarl with the proclamation. Then with this awesome double spread in the back. Burn it down, Seth Rollins. Dude. Then Robin gets wrapped up. And then, right in the nick of time, man, Scopper Gaban shows up, proving these Flagnards can be hurt. And now I'm excited to see what happens when we come back next week. What is going to take place with Scopper Gaban that is going to either let us know the technique behind this, if it is something that we either already have and just need a different mindset shift towards, if something that we're going to need to attain during training, which I'm going to assume is what is going to have to happen, or what is it that's going to allow us to eventually overcome the major obstacles here at hand. I'm so curious, especially now that Scopper Gaban has shown up, and showcase this, right? That it's not a done deal once they can regenerate. Like, no, we can stop them from regenerating. We always knew there was a way to stop them. I was one that was like, is it potentially Conqueror's coding? But I'm not entirely sure if that's what we're going for here. Because yes, even though here at the end of the panel, it showcases a little lightning, and the blade is coated black, I don't know if that is what they're going for. It could be more of like a Rio situation, where Rio hockey against Kaido was the thing that was going to hurt him from the inside, right? Like, that was something specific for Kaido. So maybe there's going to be like a different variation of what we've already been learning up until this point that's going to allow us to hurt even individuals who can regenerate by stopping that, whatever that is. Maybe it is connected to Arm and Hockey or Conqueror's coding, whatever it is. But I'm just so fascinated whatever that idea, that technique is. And the fact that all of us are going to have to learn that. So seeing Scopper Gaban use that next chapter is actually going to be huge. It's going to be like the first time that we saw Rayleigh showcasing observation hockey, showcasing armament hockey to Luffy, and allowing us to see all of that firsthand. Scopper Gaban potentially might use Summers, or I should say Oda, might use Scopper Gaban versus Summers to showcase what it is that we have to learn before we enter that final stretch after Elbaf, before we go against the Gorosei and Instant Messenger Sama again. Because this is something we're going to have to learn before going up against Emu for sure, and the Gorosei. So, and even to come out of this arc. So, Gaban next chapter could show us the map, at least from a power standpoint, that's going to allow us all to reach the next level. And that's going to be super exciting stuff. Because we're going to have the characters that are not the Monster Trio here to see all of it firsthand. And then I wonder if that is what Gaban is going to talk to us about at the end when all this is over. Remember, we still have to go back to talk to Gaban. Or maybe he could actually die here, right? Like, we don't know. And then we would have to learn that thing on our own. But I am curious as to how that is going to play out. So, once again, I loved what they did. Number one, with the dilemma. Because like I said, it's not about the decision. We all knew the decision that they were going to have to make. And the decision that they were eventually going to have to come to as a conclusion, right? Because it's always going to be the life of a human being over the material possession. But it's what it represented, and specifically what it shows these individuals are capable of by forcing them to do it themselves, rather than the Holy Knights just going over there and burning the thing down themselves. No. We're going to make them do it. Make them burn down their own culture. That way there's no blood on our hands. And they can't say anything about, oh, the Holy Knights did it, because we didn't. We did not do it. And so it is brilliant to showcase just how villainous these Flagnards are. And I really, really like that about this chapter. But then we cut over and we see Gaban doing this, potentially showcasing how we can deal with these Flagnards in the immediate future, and maybe even in the distant future. So obviously super excited for the next chapter and when that inevitably ends up happening, and how Gaban is going to deal with the situation, how we're all going to have to learn whatever it is that he's going to be utilizing to stop him from regenerating. And then, of course, excited to see the continuation of the Ronja plotline, because now she has won over my heart. as a truly exceptional warrior who is carrying on the spirit of the warriors of legend within someone who's not even utilizing that in combat, just someone who's looking out for her friends and truly wants to keep all of them safe. And it's a really, really beautiful thing, a selfless act that really touched my heart, man. And so an amazing moment, definitely up there as a top 5 moment in LBAF so far, just for the emotional aspect of it. It was absolutely fantastic. So I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I know that this is weird, doing a pre-recorded reaction to One Piece again, but I appreciate y'all for being here so much, and I will try to get this video up as soon as possible, even with the crazy internet situation. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Take care. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's chapter in the comment section down below. Super excited to read the comments since we weren't able to do this live. Akash Panda may have the timestamps as per usual, maybe, because it's been a while, right? So we've done a pre-recorded one, but I appreciate everybody for stopping by, and if you've made it this far, all love to y'all. So ladies and gentlemen, have a good one, and I will see y'all next week or whenever it is the next chapter drops, or maybe even from the anime episode if we're able to fix the internet and stuff. So I will see y'all then. Have a good one. What a great chapter, man.